Hey y'all, it's Megan and welcome to The Sims 4. This is going to be my very first Legacy Let's Play. So what I am doing today is I'm doing a little speed renovation. This is a house in Windenburg. You can see up in the top left-hand corner it says Pier Palace, I believe. So what I am doing is I am renovating this house to move in the Darling family. So I chose this house because I felt like it was very modern. It fit their aesthetic. It fits the family pretty well. However, I did not like the inside at all. So I decided to kind of leave everything, all the rooms as they were, and just go in and redo the wallpapers, redo the furniture, the flooring, and just make everything more individualized for this family. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the family now to prepare you guys for this Legacy Let's Play. I am so excited to do this on the channel. A couple of my favorite YouTubers have been doing their own Legacy Let's Plays, and they're on like their 4th, 5th, 6th generation, and I just love that. So I wanted to start my own, and we are starting with the Darlings. And the Darlings are made up of Ted Darling, Georgia Darling, Theo Darling, and Spencer Darling. For the sake of this Let's Play, we're going to be focusing on the older daughter, Theo. Theo is a young adult, and she will be moving out of this house. So it seems kind of crazy that I'm doing a speed build on the house, and we're not going to spend a lot of time here as Theo. So we're going to spend probably the first episode, I hope, here in the family home, but it will not be the last Let's Play in the family home. Obviously, we're going to come back and visit. We're going to see our family, that kind of thing. But I do want to kind of go through the family members a little bit and give you guys like this backstory that I've been working on for like a month now. So let's start with the dad, Ted Darling. So Ted is Theo and Spencer's dad, and as well as Georgia's spouse. He is on the scientist career path. He is materialistic, ambitious, a quick learner, and good. He has the nerd brain aspiration. He grew up in an upper middle class home, but he always wanted more. More being a big house and expensive possessions, because he's materialistic. But he also wants to give his children the very best in like schooling and skill building. So this house is kind of what he had hoped to give his children. So they've got, there's tons of skill building stuff around here. There are just really nice everything in this house. Really nice everything. And that's kind of what he wanted for his family. And while he does get wrapped up in his work of being a scientist, he does try his best to make time for his family whenever he can. He really wants to cultivate that relationship with each of them because it's something that he's always wanted to have. He even still takes Georgia out on weekly date nights and even tries to find little ways to show her that he cares, usually in the form of gifts. For Ted, Theo was supposed to be the child he always wanted, someone who would follow in his footsteps, hence why Theo was given his name. And this caused quite a strain on their relationship when he realized that Theo had no interest in science and would rather be left alone to paint or draw. Now that Theo has gotten older, Ted is still hoping that she'll choose a quote-unquote real career path. So you can imagine the strain that is on their relationship. Now, he has since set his sights on Spencer, the younger sister, now that Spencer is showing an interest in becoming a veterinarian or a doctor. So maybe Spencer can be that child who will follow in his footsteps. At least, that's what Ted thinks. So moving on to Georgia. Georgia is the mom of Theo and Spencer, and she is Ted's spouse. She is a food critic. She is also a foodie, music lover, a quick learner, and a goofball. Georgia is from the Deep South, but grew up in a bustling city. She met Ted in college while pursuing a business degree. The degree never panned out after she found out she was pregnant, but she and Ted became closer than ever and were married not long after Theo was born. Georgia found her calling when she began blogging about local eateries and giving her opinion on dishes not long after Theo started going to preschool. Now, Georgia has never been one to play favorites with her children, but her relationship with Theo is also a bit strained as well. She pushed for Theo to be more than just an artist. She does believe that Theo is talented, but she's worried for what kind of future Theo will have because she never wanted her to be a starving artist. So as you can see, Theo's got some pressure from both her mom and her dad to not go through with this artist career path. So let's move on to Spencer, which is Theo's younger sister. She is good, a quick learner, and a genius. She became interested in possibly becoming a doctor or veterinarian after binging Malpractice over the summer. When we get to her room, you'll see that I added a cute little Malpractice poster to kind of signify this. In her free time, she enjoys playing video games with her online friends and watching drama TV shows, but she's still trying to find herself and make friends at school because she's always had a hard time opening up. Spencer and Theo have that typical sibling relationship where they have fights, there's rivalry, but there's also a fierce loyalty to each other no matter what happens. Spencer feels pretty guilty over the obvious favoritism from their father, and she often tries to convince them to get along and spend time together. Now, on to our star. Our whole Let's Play is centered around Theo Darling. Theo is family-oriented, a bookworm, creative, and business savvy. Theo is a young adult with a soft spot for romance books who wants to try and make it in the digital art world. She hopes to move away from her family and the pressure to be perfect to the big city where she's hoping to meet new friends as well as someone special. Hopefully. So our Theo she's got this romance in her heart. She's hoping that going to the big city is going to just be what she needs. She feels like once she's out of this house, once she gets to the big city, has her own apartment, and can freely be artistic and find her own way, that love is going to kind of fall into her lap. She's going to meet new friends, and she's just going to have this life that she has been wanting to have, but has felt so closed in by her parents that she didn't ever get to do that while she was in their house, So Theo has got a lot going on. She's got a lot of layers. So she's got this strained relationship between her parents, and she also has a lot of love for her little sister, and she knows when she leaves that all that pressure that she's been feeling is going to transfer over to Spencer. And that is a heavy guilt that she's got to carry if and when she decides she's going to move out. Now, my plan is to have her move out within the first episode of the Let's Play, but we're going to see her go through a lot of emotions before she goes because she loves her little sister, and they may fight, they may argue, but that's just what sisters do. So leaving, she knows, is going to be hard on both of them. And poor Spencer, I don't know if Spencer actually knows what is about to happen because so far she's only seen her father's favoritism versus the pressure and stress that he has put on top of Theo for all these years to be a scientist, to be more logical, to choose a quote-unquote real career path. And Spencer is still trying to find herself, and she may not even go through with being a veterinarian or a doctor. She might change her mind. She's still young, and she's still working on herself, trying to figure out who she is. And she doesn't even have that many friends right now, so she doesn't have a lot of outside influence versus her playing video games online with the people that she talks to online and watching TV. So she's been influenced by the media about what she might want to do when she, grows up. So she's not prepared for what's about to come her way when Theo leaves. Now, Theo's parents, even though they put this pressure on Theo, it's coming from a place of love, but it's misplaced. It's most definitely misplaced. They both want her to have what she has at home. They've got these beautiful bedrooms. They've got all these skill building activities. She's got her easel. She's got her digital art pad. They both have computers. They have their own books. And they have all this space. They have all these materialistic things. And even though Georgia is not materialistic herself, she's worried that Theo is going to go out into the world and kind of be slapped with reality because she's not going to have these luxuries anymore. And Georgia just wants her to have the life she's accustomed to having. Being an artist may not provide that for her, and that is Georgia's biggest fear. However, Ted, on the other hand, was really hoping that Theo would follow in his footsteps so that he could mentor her, so that she would, look up to him. He wanted to be her hero. And now that that's not happening, he feels like he's less than of a father because that's not happening. So this is going to be a really cool Let's Play. I'm very excited to get into it. I'm going to talk a little bit about the speed build while we're here. So we have moved on from Theo's big bedroom for the most part, and we are now on Spencer's room. Now, for Spencer's room, I wanted it to look very girly, very young. I stuck in that piece of medical equipment because I thought it was a skill building medical equipment for veterinarians or doctors, and it's not. So you'll see me take it out after I realize that it's not a skill building piece of equipment. But so we've moved on upstairs to the parents' bedroom, and I kind of liked what was up here, but because I already went through the rest of the house and took out all the furniture and just kind of redid everything, I decided to do that for the parents as well. And because the house is very modern, I wanted to keep bringing that in for the parents. So their taste is kind of modern, so I kind of made their bathroom black and sleek with the toilet, the shower, and the vanities. And you'll see when we get to their bedroom, I kind of did the same thing. Everything's very sleek, clean, chic, and that's just kind of their style. That's what they wanted. So they were able to buy a house that was their style, and then they were able to bring that into the rest of the house, and especially into their bedroom. Now, I don't think I used any CC, but I will have to double check that I did not use CC. If I did use CC, I will put it in the description box below for you guys to check out. And I also was hoping to do another speed build on perhaps Theo's apartment, but we shall see. I kind of want to just kind of get in here and play and see what happens because I have a feeling that we might have to have a roommate when it comes to moving out, because we have to find out, are our parents going to give us any money when we move? Are they going to help with anything? Are we going to get an allowance until we get on our feet? We're just going to have to wait and see, especially with their relationship the way it is. Are they going to be receptive of her moving out? How is this going to go down? So I'm still working on their bedroom here, and I was hoping to kind of create this extra living space in front of their bed, but it just seemed kind of cluttered. So, and up here, I really liked having this outdoor space, and I play with it a little bit more trying to figure out where I want to put things. We're back in the bedroom. I was trying so hard to like find something that fit here without making it look too cluttered, or also blocking the closet, because I did not want to block the closet. I wanted the Sims to be able to use it. So I struggled a little bit with this area. And I also struggled quite a bit downstairs in the kitchen, if you're paying attention during that first bit of the speed build, where I'm down in the kitchen and I'm going through the upper cabinets and trying to figure out how to make the space work without pulling and pushing any walls, because I wanted to keep the house the way it was as much as I could and just renovate the inside. Maybe one day I'll do a speed build where I do an entire house, but today was not the day. Today was just a renovation kind of day. But I kind of wanted to make sure that everybody had some skill building things in here. So in the parents' room, there's also a treadmill, there is a guitar, there is a big bookcase, and eventually there's some seating in here for them to sit down and read books. The dad has a very high logic skill, so there is a chess table outside their bedroom, and anybody can access this balcony by the stairs outside, so you don't have to go through the parents' bedroom to get to this balcony, which is nice. But because they're Sims, they're going to choose whatever path they feel like. Oh, so I also put in a desk in the parents' bedroom. That's what I ended up doing with that space. So every bedroom has a computer. And this outside space, I also put up this grill, and we did like a little seating area by the grill, so that like during summertime or fall, they can just come outside and sit together and like grill out. So it's a very family-oriented home, despite these strained relationships between Theo and her parents. They still very much tried to bring all of them together. And outside, there's also another easel. There's also I believe it's called a topiary. I might be saying that wrong, and I might even be totally wrong about what it is, but I believe it is one of those skill building activities where you can cut the bush into shapes. Now, I have not played with it in the game yet, but I thought it would be a really cool thing to put outside to also take up some more of that space, because this balcony is huge. It is huge. There is so much space on this balcony. So I dropped in that little jacuzzi too, as like, you know, maybe mom and dad come outside at night and they take a dip in the jacuzzi because dad's job is so stressful and that kind of thing. So, and now I am doing the details. So I'm kind of coming in here and dropping in accessories. So for the living room, I was trying to stick with like a comfy but modern vibe to this entire room. So like I wanted to make it feel like they could come in here and sit down and watch TV, but it was still very much their aesthetic. Oh man, these little things are long. This one is about, it's a little less than 30 minutes, and I am talking a lot. So I also took the time to like try and pick out some nice paintings, some wall hangings that I thought would kind of fit the vibe. So this room was kind of like white and dark materials plus lots of green. So there's like black, dark woods, white, and greenery. Now I love a lot of the Tiny Living stuff. Like this bookcase is from Tiny Living, and you can actually put some accessories on the shelves, which is pretty cool. So you'll see me kind of going in here and doing that and attempting to to put more things on there. But so how are you guys doing? I know with everything going on, things are just weird right now, and I don't know how else to describe it. Things are just weird. Things have been weird here too, though. I'm on week 3 or 4 of working from home. I am so blessed and so lucky that it's even an option for me to be able to work from home. Thank goodness that is something I can do. I know not everybody is as lucky as me to have that option. So it is something that I think about often, and I try to support my fellow creators that I know are having a tough time. If you have a chance, I highly recommend checking out Alyssa, Nerd Side of Life. She is on Twitch. I believe she also has a YouTube channel where she uploads her old streams. And I believe it is Stardew Simming. I will try to link her stuff down below for you guys to check out. So support her. She's amazing. I love what she does. And also, on my blog, I started sharing Seriously Geeky Sundays, which was created by Heather at Just Geeking By. So every Sunday, there's a new prompt with its own set of questions or thoughts for you to harp on, for you to talk about, for you to answer. So, honestly, there has been a lot of creative and productivity that has come out of such a crappy time. I am so proud of my fellow creators. Some of the stuff I look at them and I'm like, how? I personally feel very unproductive, extremely unproductive. This has just basically turned our lives upside down. I'm sure it has for 99% of the people that this has been affected by, that nothing is the same. Everything's different, and it's scary, and you don't know what to do, don't know how to feel or think, and my schedule is all messed up. So I am going to focus this week on getting my schedule back together, playing this wonderful Legacy Let's Play that I've come up with. I am finishing up the finishing touches on Theo's childhood bedroom, and it's just all coming together so nicely. And this was such a reprieve from everything going on in the world. And if you are coming to this video to get the same kind of reprieve, to just get away from everything happening, just know that I see you. And it's totally okay to want to escape. And I highly recommend escaping when you can, because sitting with this stuff for too long is not good for anyone. It's not good for anyone. So use your time to relax and get away from things. Play some Animal Crossing. I have been playing a crap load of Animal Crossing. I did not get it the day it came out, so my islands are a little behind everyone else's. That's totally fine. You should go at your own pace. If you enjoy time traveling, you do you, boo. That's totally fine. It's totally fine to time travel. I did a bit of it when I was playing New Leaf, but I'm hoping not to time travel with the island, because when I get all that stuff done, when everything's done, it doesn't have the same kind of magic anymore. So it's kind of nice being able to get on and be like, oh, the campsite's been built today, or oh, the bridge is finally done today. So I kind of have been living for that every day, knowing that I can get on and see that something productive has happened. And it's been so nice. It's been incredible to kind of feel that sense of accomplishment, because to be honest, I haven't been feeling that sense of accomplishment for the past 3 or 4 weeks now. Working from home presents a lot of challenges in itself. Communication is a huge, huge part of it. And home life has been not meshing very well with the work life. And my husband is still going into work because he is an essential worker. And our wonderful, beautiful dog, Padme, has been going through a lot herself. So it's been a hard time for everyone. Padme's health aside, she is doing okay. She's doing okay. We have upped her medication, so we should hear probably Monday about if her platelet count is going up. Most likely this will be posted on Wednesday, so I'll have already found out the news by then. So fingers crossed that her platelets are going up, that everything's fine, everything's good. So yeah, I mean, life has been interesting, but video games have been an amazing escape for me, and I hope they have for you too. I hope these videos are an escape for you. But we are nearing the end of our Let's Play. We are nearing the end. I'm out here doing a little bit of accessorizing to the back, but we are about to hit the screenshots. So I just want to tell you guys that I hope that you are safe, hope you're washing your hands, hope you're staying at home as much as possible, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!